Hey, what's up guys? This is Robin of Disney Noob and we are back here at Downtown Disney today. We're gonna check out some Downtown Disney Halloween foods. We're gonna begin with the Parkside Market and we're gonna head over to the Seoul Sisters and get some Korean food. We're gonna get the Dragon's Breath pork belly over rice, and we're also gonna get a nice Halloween drink and even a dessert. My son is super excited. And afterwards we're gonna head over to Downtown Disney and see if there's any other merch or any Halloween treats. Got both of my boys with me and I know they're hungry for some treats. Let's go. It is just past 7 p.m. and the line to get in was really long. I think everybody had the same idea that we did. People are waiting until it cools down. Right now it's really nice. Got a little bit of a breeze, not hot at all. All right, they got some live music playing today. We're gonna start off at having our kids playing the playground. They love this playground and we need to burn them out. They got too much energy.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe. Striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night. This summer night, this summer night. Sleeping in the back of a van, roaming in the wilderness. We don't ever need a plan. We'll be alright, just you and I. Singing from the top of our lungs, dancing by the lakeside. Gonna do it while we're young. In a moment it will all be gone. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night. This summer night, this summer night. This summer night, this summer night. Someday we will look back and our hearts will be whole again. I want to remember.
All right guys, the kids are all burned out and now we gotta get some grub. We're gonna try the new Disneyland Halloween menu. So at Parkside Market, there are 3 stores in there. You got Gigi's Chicken Shop, you got the Seoul Sister, and of course the Sip Sonder, which I'm right in front of. So we're gonna pick up one item from each of the restaurants. Of course, we're gonna do the Dragon's Breath Pokum, the pork belly, the Korean pork belly over at Seoul Sister. And then we're gonna wash that down with the Poison Apple Spiced Toffee Crunch here at Sip Sonder. And last but not least, we're gonna finish off with the graveyard pudding. I know my son's really excited for those gummy worms. He loves gummy worms, so let's go check it out and give you guys an honest review. So this is Seoul Sisters here on the right, and on the left is gonna be the little chicken shop, and that's where we're gonna grab our drink. So that right there is the Halloween special here at Seoul Sister. From August 22nd to October 31st, Halloween, they have the Dragon's Breath Pokum. So Pokum means kind of like stir fry. When you say Pokumbat, it means stir fried rice. So it's basically a spicy pork belly over rice and a little bit of garnish, a little bit of greens. Really excited to try that for you guys. All right guys, we're now here at the Parkside upstairs. It's kind of like the food court, but it's upstairs. There's a lot of couches and large TVs, nicely air conditioned, very cool. You got patio seating outside on the right and also a patio seating here on the left. And you got a full bar. On the other side of the bar, you're gonna have the stairs, but you can also bring your kids and the giant strollers via the escalator, via the elevators right there. So
So you can take the elevators, and they also have a water station, utensils, ketchup, all right here, so you can just help yourself. All right, guys, we just got seated, and it smells like the real 돼지 bulgogi. It's basically pork bulgogi, but this is a little bit upgraded because it's pork belly. We just use pork shoulder, which is a lot cheaper. This is pork belly, so it's an elevated meat. Super excited. I'm gonna give you guys an honest Korean assessment on this. Let's give it a try. I love the sesame seeds, a little bit of seaweed, almost like a furikake. In Japan, you have like a furikake. My kids love it. It's basically a rice seasoning. You can get at any Japanese restaurant, any Japanese grocery store. The pork belly pieces are not like, it's not really the, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, it's not the fatty pork belly that I was expecting. It's almost like it's as if they like removed the fatty part. So the actual belly looks like it's been removed. It's a little bit healthier. Yeah, so it just looks like the belly, like they removed the belly part of the pork belly. And sometimes the fat, it could be a little bit too much. It's a lower grade pork belly. But I feel like I like a little bit of fat on there, kind of like kalbi. You want a little bit of fat on the bone. Gives it extra flavors. Definitely very spicy. I want to say it's like an 8 out of 10 spice. It's definitely, I can feel the heat building up. I'm like gochujang. Gochujang, if you guys don't know, is like a Korean red chili paste. Gochujang is a red chili pepper paste. Known to be very spicy. I would say 8 or 9 if you get the original one. Obviously, there's different degrees of spice for gochujang, but the OG ones that I know, they're like 8 or 9. So this is the correct spice level. The only thing I want to say, it's a little bit on the salty side and a little bit on the sweet side. I can tell they added a lot of sugar and a lot of salt. I wish they could tone it down just a little bit so it's not as salty. You just need a lot of rice with the meat. The pork belly slices are a little bit on the dry side. I wish they would undercook it a little bit. Not undercook it, but I wish it wasn't cooked as much. But definitely it's a little bit on the dry side. I want to say it's an okay dish. It's not truly authentic. I think it's missing some of the flavors because it's overly salty, overly sweet. But overall, to sell it at theme park, it makes sense. I wish they put a little bit more green onions, a little bit more rice. That would really kind of make the dish a little bit more palatable because when you guys order this, there's a lot of sauce. So this is a Korean barbecue that comes with a lot of sauce. And what I like to do with the sauce is I like to mix in a lot of the rice, and I'll chop up some seaweed and just mix it all in, maybe add an egg in there. And that's a delicious 볶음밥. So 볶음밥 means like stir fry. If you ever had bibimbap, it's similar. 볶음밥 means it's usually like on a hot stone or it's cooked. But you can also get torsup bibimbap, which is bibimbap in a stone pot. You guys are learning a lot of Korean today, but overall, this is a great Korean dish. I'm gonna give this a solid B-. I think it's great that they elevated it to the pork belly meat instead of the pork shoulder, and serving this at Disneyland is pretty cool. I love that they're having a lot more Korean foods. We're gonna try some more later on. I know they have a Korean pizza down the hall there, but we're gonna try that for you guys another time. But definitely, this is just a B, maybe B-. It's not truly authentic to the taste. It's the spice is correct, but it's a little bit overly salty. I think it's lacking some quality of meat. The meat quality is good, but it's not cooked correctly. So it's overcooked. It almost tasted like a dry pork belly. So yeah, I wish they would not overcook it. Then it would be a little bit softer, more juicy, more tender. This one almost kind of was on like the bacon side. Not like super crunchy, but definitely overcooked pork belly. So for me, it just gives it a B-, maybe even a C+ because of value. I don't think you're getting a lot of food for the money. I mean, as far as the meat, you get about like 10 pieces of meat, but they're smaller and they're all like overcooked. They're really just overcooked. So it doesn't really taste like pork belly. It almost tastes like beef jerky with sauce on top. That doesn't sound that nice, but it's actually pretty good. I wish they would add a little bit more kimchi. The kimchi for these kind of 볶음밥s, you want it to be a little bit on the older side. It's got a little bit more acidity. It's gonna be older kimchi. The young kimchi is gonna be more fresh. It's not gonna have as much vinegar on it. Of course, Joshua is all over me. So that's it. I'm gonna give it just a solid B-. Let's try the drink.
In this dynamite castle, you will never be alone. Indigo sunset, it's the only way to go. I've been waiting for the fallout.
All right, next up is the Poison Apple Cider. This is from Sip Sonder. As you guys know, Sip Sonder is kind of like the kiosk that's facing outside. You can order from the outside, but you can also order it on the side. So you can order from the outside. The inside kiosk was actually closed, but it is a separate line. I didn't know that you can order both from Seoul Sisters and Gigi's Chicken from the same order, but you cannot mix in an order from Sip Sonder. So they're kind of separate, and then like Gigi and Seoul Sisters, they're kind of together. So you can order both the Dragon's Breath 볶음밥 and the Graveyard Dirt Pudding from Gigi's Chicken in the same order, and they can put it on the same little vibrating little thing for you. And then I had to go on a separate line outside because the inside line was closed, and I ordered this Poison Apple Cider. This is $7.25. You do get a 10% discount if you are a Magic Key holder. There's no 15% discount for higher tier levels. The lady said it's just 10% for all discounts for Magic Key holders. And she said that goes for all the restaurants here in DTD. So I'm excited to find out. Yeah, and then when I was placing this order, the lady did tell me that it only comes hot. It does not come cold, which is kind of a bummer because it's hot. So I wanted it to be cold, but at least she warned me. But I want to try this for you guys and give you guys an honest assessment. So let's go ahead and try this Poison Apple Cider. Oh, wow. It's a nice, refreshing apple cider. You can definitely taste, yes sir. You can definitely taste the fresh apple cider. Yeah, it's delicious. We got the cookies. I think Joshua wants to have a sip, but it's a little too warm for him right now. Honestly, it's just a basic apple cider. It's not overly sweet. I would say sweet meter is about a 3 out of 10. I kind of don't want my apple ciders to be full of sugar. I want it just to be something that's warming. This would be great in the winter. Right now it's like 90s and 100s. Probably not the best time to have one of these, but I know in the winter, closer to Halloween, this is gonna be a nice treat. Especially because if you're NA like me, you don't have non-alcoholic drinks. If you're a fan of non-alcoholic drinks, this is gonna make your list. This is up there with the hot chocolate. I prefer an apple cider over hot chocolate just because it's less sugar. You're not gonna be as hyper, it's not gonna mess up your stomach as you're about to sleep. Honestly, for $7, I'm not really sure if I'd order this again. I mean, it's just an apple cider. It's water with some apples, grinded up, some cinnamon. You can taste the cinnamon too, but not a whole lot. I can smell a little bit of it, but I'm just gonna get a solid C. It's not that great, it's not that bad. It's just meh, maybe even a C-, just because the value is not there. So Disney Noob's gonna give this Poison Apple Cider a C-. It tastes pretty good though. I mean, it tastes okay. I don't want to say pretty good. It tastes okay. Like I said, it's just an apple cider. It's not gonna wow you, but it's also gonna satisfy what you're expecting, which is an apple cider. I love how the sweetness of the apple cider kind of mellows down the heat from the Dragon's Breath 볶음밥. Definitely, I think you need that sweetness, some heat. You need some of that sweetness to cool down the heat from the gochujang.
In this dynamite castle, you will never be alone. Indigo sunset, it's the only way to go.
All right, guys, last but not least, we have the graveyard dirt pudding for $8. And it is basically a chocolate pudding with a graveyard cookie. It almost looks like a Madeline cookie covered with RIP, some little chocolate drizzle. And it has, I don't know what this is. We'll find out. And it has some of my son's favorite gummy worms. And of course, the Oreo crumble. So, Steve, are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. My son Steve's gonna take the first bite. He's been a very good boy. He's going for the worms. Uh-oh, he's going for the worms first. Do you like the worms? Is that your favorite part? Whoa, you ate the whole worm? Oh my God, you have the whole worm in your mouth? It's not too big? No? Yeah, these gummy worms have been a recent discovery for my sons, and they absolutely love them. I remember when I was a kid eating these. I used to love them too. It's just fun. All right, you want to try the chocolate? Or you want to try the worm again? You gonna finish the worm? Only one more. So there's 2 worms inside. I found out what this thing is. This white thing is actually a shovel. Isn't that cool? That's really cool. It's a shovel. So you can use this to eat your graveyard pudding. There you go. It's got some sprinkles on there. Ooh, some Oreos. You want to hold it? Okay.
I'm finished.
You're finishing it. Okay, can I take the first bite? All right. So my son Steve let me have the first bite. I'm gonna take a big one. Gotta get the shovel out. R.I.P. Rest in peace. I'm gonna save the cookie for later. All right, my son is taking his first bite. What do you think, Steve? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it a lot too. It's basically just a chocolate pudding. It's a chocolate pudding with Oreo crumbles over it, some chocolate sprinkles, and of course the gummy worms and a little cookie. So it's just basically a chocolate pudding. It's really basic. I like that it's not super sweet. I'm sure the cookie's really sweet, but the pudding itself is just like your regular pudding that you get from the grocery store. Just the right amount of sweetness, and it's good for kids, good for adults. It's very cooling, especially in a hot weather like today. A nice cold chocolate pudding, it's perfect. And it's small enough to share and not really feel guilty. I love to share desserts with my wife or my kids. Uh-oh, thank you. So Steve gave me the rest in peace cookie, R.I.P. He took a couple bites. Daddy's turn to take a bite. Oh, so my wife just told me this cookie is called the cat's tongue cookie because it's in the shape of a cat's tongue. That's pretty interesting. So we'll take a bite of this cat's tongue cookie. I thought it kind of reminded me of one of those, I forgot, it's like Pepperidge Farms. Like my mom used to get these like Milanos all the time when I was a kid. That's what it kind of reminded me of. I thought it was a Milano cookie. Let's give it a shot. It's a cookie. Crunchy, buttery, and chocolatey in the middle. Chocolate in the middle. And of course it's got more chocolate on the RIP, which I just ate. It's just your regular cookie. Not overly sweet. I would say it's like a 4 out of 10 sweetness. Pairs well with the chocolate pudding and of course the sprinkles and the Oreo crumbles. Overall, I'm gonna give this a solid C. Really nothing wrong with it. Nothing special about it either. It's really just a chocolate pudding that's dressed up Disney style. I don't mind Disney style chocolate pudding because it's got gummy worms, it's got a cookie, it's got Oreo crumbles, and more chocolate. So I think my son likes it. Steve, do you like it? Is it a like or a love?
Love. It's
a love? Are you sure? Wow. Steve said it's a love. For me, it's just a like. Maybe a little bit, maybe not like, because like would be a B, right? So I'm just gonna give this a C. So it's not a like for me. It's more like it's okay. It's a meh. It's not bad. It's not good. But it's just a chocolate pudding here at Gigi's Chicken. Bro, you can't eat all of it, bro. You gotta share that with Dad.
I
I'm just kidding. You can eat all of it. You can eat. What's your favorite part? Do you like the Oreo crumbles more, or do you like the chocolate pudding more?
Chocolate pudding.
Yeah? So can I have the Oreo crumbles? Or do you want to mix it? Mix it? Yes, mix it. Yeah, get all the chocolate in there. I don't want to waste any chocolate. Yeah. Should we give mommy a bite?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. Steve first, and then mommy. Whoa! You're in a bigger trouble, man. Perfect to share with two people. We just finished our little meal here at Parkside. Yeah, overall, I think the meal was okay. You know, I think the pork belly was a little bit too dry for my taste. I don't like any meats or fish that are dry. They overcooked the pork belly a little too much. So maybe I just got a bad one today. But right now we're gonna head over to the middle of downtown Disney to get some buñuelos, one of my favorites. The buñuelos are great because you can share them. A ginormous piece, but they're really fragile. Last time I ordered one of those, I broke it right away. But they're delicious, great to share. This is Centrico, one of my personal favorite spots. It's a nice chill place. They have a lot of Mexican food and also Mexican fusion. Really, really delicious. By the same chef as Paseo. He's a very famous Mexican chef. But today we're gonna check out his kind of little quick service spot, the Tiendita. Basically means a small tienda, small little store. And we're gonna try their holiday buñuelos. I got this last time during the Valentine's season, and that was delicious too. It's a nice little crispy little dessert treat. I think it's great to share with your kids or your spouse or your loved one. So you can see it right there in that video. That is the holiday buñuelos. It's pretty legit. I always look forward to that every holiday. Great for date night, great for a nice little dessert with your family. That looks like mine. Whoa, it looks like mine right there. Uh-oh, got the nacho, she's packing it up. They put a lot of meat, I love it. That looks great. Yeah, man, if you guys are in California, if you're not from here, you definitely gotta try some legit Mexican food. Luckily, we have some here at Downtown Disney. This is really cool that Disneyland has brought like legit Mexican food here. And also an upscale Mexican food. So this restaurant is a little different from your typical like Albert Tacos. It's gonna be a lot more elevated. Got the fresh ingredients, the cilantro, the fresh guacamole made with real avocados. And they also have an ice and water machine. I had no idea they had this. All right, guys, we just picked up our food, and my kids, they still want to play, so we're gonna go back to the Downtown Disney playground, and we're gonna eat some buñuelos and some nachos with carne asada. So there's a lot of new restaurants that came in the last year. They're still building, hey, hi. They're actually gonna build a very upscale steakhouse here, Arthur and Sons. I think a steakhouse is really necessary, especially if you're staying here at a hotel. You're gonna wanna have a really nice upscale restaurant just for you and your spouse or you and your lady, or you and your man. You wanna take them to a nice steakhouse. They got something for everyone at a steakhouse. So nice seafood, nice fish, nice chicken. And of course, if you wanna get some meat, nice porterhouse or ribeye or filet mignon if you wanna be a little bit health conscious. This is kind of the sketch of what this steakhouse will look like. Still kind of has a little bit of a classic retro theme. but it's obviously going to be an elevated white tablecloth restaurant. Definitely for higher tier, more premium foods and meats. I suspect it's going to compete with Carthay Circle and Napa Rose. Those are kind of the more elevated restaurants here, so it's going to be in competition with the best of the best. You know, I know steakhouses, they basically specialize in steak, so they're getting the higher cuts, the higher premium cuts that are reserved for steakhouses that you cannot get directly at a grocery store or even a carniceria at a meat store. You can't get those things. They only sell to clients with restaurants. Just kind of like in the seafood business. The first tier, the higher tier foods will always go to the restaurants first, and then a secondary will go to the public. Here's some new Mickey ears. As you guys know, Halloween, Disneyland has launched it super early this year, and people are buying them, I think. I'm not really sure. Hi. This is a redemption location. Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit. So what exactly is the Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit?
So all around downtown Disney, there's gonna be hidden Disney.
Is it okay if I record that? Okay, okay. Is it okay if I record you, or can you may not record your face? You don't mind?
I'm on
Okay.
TikTok, so I don't-
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, Marissa. Yeah, go ahead.
So all around downtown Disney, there's gonna be hidden Disney pumpkins. They're either gonna be inside the store or outside the store.
Oh.
And also outside of the restaurant.
What?
You go to each of these locations,
Uh-huh.
and once you find the Disney pumpkin, you just peel off the sticker that's on the back of the map. You just put the pumpkin sticker
On the correct-
yes, on the
Oh.
location that you found it at. And then once you complete everything, you either come back here at Pin Traders or at World of Disney to collect one of your prizes, which is
What?
mini cornhole games.
Mini cornhole games. How about this pin? Is this pin also a giveaway?
No, this is all separate.
That's separate.
Yes.
That one you have to pay extra for.
Yes.
How much is that pin?
I believe it's $22.99.
$22.99. So after you complete it, you got to buy that pin, right?
Yeah, if you want to.
What is the most popular gift that people get or the kids get? Out of these, what is the prize that the kids like the most?
The one that's most popular is gonna be Stitch.
Oh, Stitch? That's the most popular one?
Yes.
Wow, I would have never guessed. I thought it would always be Mickey or Minnie, but it's Stitch.
I thought that too, but yeah. So we Stitch.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, Marissa. You're so
You're
nice.
welcome.
Thank you for explaining everything for me.
You're welcome.
Hope you have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, you too.
Bye.
Bye.
She's so sweet. Yeah, that's cool, man. They got a little scavenger hunt for your little guys. I think my guys are a little too little for a scavenger hunt. They might just get distracted and get lost. So we'll probably do that a little bit later. All right, guys. We got our giant buñuelo. This is one of my favorite treats here. It's basically like a churro, but lighter and crunchier and more delicious. So I like churros too. They're more chewy and more carbs. This one's a lot less carb, but yes, it has a lot of sugar and chocolate, so it's not the healthiest treat, but I'm gonna share this with my boys and my wife. So this one little part here, a fifth of it is dipped in that chocolate. It's a milk chocolate. It's got some Halloween colors on there. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's basically like a crispy churro without the chewy stuff on the inside. I like it a lot. Yummy. This is a solid A. Anytime I can get some buñuelos and tienditas, I'm gonna get one. I don't like it as much as the Valentine's one. And the Valentine's one was a little bit tastier. Maybe this one's not as fresh. It's not warm. I wish it was nice and hot and warm, but then again, the chocolate wouldn't be there, right? So it makes sense. All right, final thoughts for tonight's video. Definitely had a blast. I'm really surprised that there's so many people here at the parks. School is back. The line to get in, like I said earlier, was super long. I also met another staff member. She's in charge of the staging and sound area here in front of Din Tai Fung. And she said there's gonna be movie nights on Wednesday. So they're gonna bring back movie nights here for downtown Disney. If you are a annual pass holder, then that's gonna be great. So if you guys are local, Wednesday nights, bring your kids, bring your family members, and have a good time. Lots of good treats. We got a lot of Halloween treats. And we got more Halloween treats videos coming up. We'll be back tomorrow night for date night. My wife and I are gonna have some more elevated food and some sweets. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace. And there's so many people. I kind of feel like I overhyped the Dragon's Breath 볶음밥, that pork belly. I was really hoping it to be like a soft, thick pork belly, but it was quite the opposite. It was thin and super dry, almost on like the jerky side. I wish they would just do the pork belly right. Then that would be a perfect dish, like a nice soft pork belly. Koreans, we don't really deep fry everything. I know my wife's culture, they deep fry all their pork. But my culture, we like to steam it or braise it. And I prefer that. It's a little bit chewy, a little bit softer, very tender. And that's the kind of pork belly I was expecting over the rice. So that's a little bit disappointing. So hopefully next time we try it again, or maybe you guys can try it for me and let me know if I just got a bad batch. Maybe I just got a bad pork belly. Maybe just pick the one that was in the corner, very dry. Look at all the people still here at Disneyland. This is insane. So many people.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just gotta announce some vibe. Striking the winner post now. Melodies on my mind. You've taken off with like a run. You gotta understand.